Warning: the following presentation may be disturbing or triggering to some viewers. All information on this channel is provided by the local news and is public to all viewers for your own research. Viewer discretion is advised.
Made after a deadly daylight shooting outside of Vaughan Mills shopping mall.
And I saw a lady that was just out in the parking lot.
Suggest this appears to be a targeted shooting.
She was laying on the ground and it looked like she was passed out, but I didn't know it was a shooting at that point.
Wagwan, everybody. Welcome to our next episode of Talk the Things podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about a story coming out of Vaughan. Now, this actually happened at Vaughan Mills Mall, which is an outlet mall. It's like that one floor mall, that huge mall in Vaughan. And you can go there and get a lot of discounted price stuff because it's an outlet mall. So all the outlet stores are there. It's a very popular mall. It's always packed. Or even, it's like, it come in like Yorkdale and them big top malls. It's not like a local mall. So it's a very, very big mall. Now, this happened on June 18th. I don't know if I said that already, but it happened around 5:30 p.m. And this was like midday, brawling daylight. So it was a big story. And what happened was, this is how the story go. There was a 21-year-old woman who was found shot in the parking lot, and her car was stolen right after this. So look at the people, them shot her in the parking lot and then stole her car. Now, when she was found, she was rushed to hospital where she was pronounced dead. Now, what the news and stuff are saying, that is definitely a targeted act, and they even put up a picture saying that they're looking for a couple people and they wind up identify the people them and stuff like that. So I want to play you guys the news clip very quickly, make you guys hear what go on with the story, and then I'll be back with my thoughts and some next stuff.
Made after a deadly daylight shooting outside of Vaughan Mills shopping mall. The circumstances surrounding this shooting are now under investigation.
And it continues this morning. CB24's Courtney Hills is live at Vaughan Mills for us this morning with the very latest on the investigation. Have police given any sense of when we may hear from them again about the latest in this case, Courtney?
We are in touch with York Regional Police. They're sharing a little bit more information now, guys. They're telling us the early stages of this investigation suggest this appears to be a targeted shooting. They also say at this point not looking for any other suspects. As you mentioned, 2 people arrested as a result of this brazen daylight shooting that happened just outside of Vaughan Mills. The police are still here this morning, part of the parking lot taped off. You can see several cruisers, several officers here on the property, and we know police are still trying to figure out the motive here. We know when they were called here yesterday, the woman, believed to be in her 20s, was suffering critical injuries as a result of this shooting. She was rushed to hospital, that is, but did not survive. Police also tell us that her vehicle was stolen when this shooting happened too, but that's not clear why. It's not clear if this was a carjacking or if that was the focus as part of this targeted shooting. Still a lot of questions here. In the meantime, people who were at the mall when this all unfolded, talking about what they saw, what they heard. I'll let you hear from one person who was here last night.
I saw where the cop cars coming in, the ambulance coming in, and I saw a lady that was just out in the parking lot. She was laying on the ground and it looked like she was passed out, but I didn't know it was a shooting at that point. I didn't know what was happening. So
when
now,
did you find out?
Nothing at all, only that it was a shooting. No other details.
What do you think?
It's scary. It's scary to know that would happen in broad daylight and it's in the shopping mall parking lot.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Never. This is quite strange for me, and I'm from out of town, so even more reason why it's a little scary.
Yeah, you can imagine how scary this was for people who were at the mall at the time. This shooting call came in at about 5:30, guys. That's a very busy time for any mall. A lot of people going in and out. People also starting their shift, the evening shift here at the mall. So police would want to speak with any witnesses, anybody who saw something unusual inside of the mall, outside of the mall, anybody with video. That would all be valuable in this investigation. As for any sort of update, it sounds like we might be able to receive more information from York Police later on this morning. So we'll see if they're able to say anything more about why they think this might have been targeted and why.
All right, so you guys just seen that news clip. Now, I want to say a few things when it comes to, because I've seen a lot of Reddit posts and people were saying some crazy stuff in the Reddit posts. People were saying that, Toronto girls are working things and they try to line up people and all them something there. We don't know who this lady was. We don't know what the connection she had to these people are, especially so early in this story that it happened just yesterday, at the time of recording this. But don't come into the comment section and say those things, because this podcast is a very local podcast in the city, and her family and her friends will most likely see this, and it's not the time to put them something in the comment section. But we don't know what this lady did. We don't know who she was involved with, but it is a weird situation. I just think there's a time and place, and grown people must use their discernment when they're coming in the comment section more time. Rest in peace, regardless. But like I'll keep saying, we don't know what she was involved with. A lot of girls in Toronto, we hear that they go missing, and their family thinks that they're innocent people, but they're not missing. They want to go do their own thing, regardless if it's going OT to go sell what they're gonna sell, do their own body thing. It's a whole bunch of stuff that people do. And, that's the reality of what it is here in the city. But it's a fucked up situation. The people that in the parking lot could have been hurt. The lady said that she's like nearly scarred from seeing the body put on in the parking lot just like that. So rest in peace to her. And like I said, use discernment in the comment section before you guys comment. But we will talk next time on Talk the Things podcast. Let me know what you think about this whole situation down below.
Yeah, I'm a pretty little Barbie. Got the body up from daddy.